before he finally got a break, and it's very bittersweet, his story. And I mean, I've been at this for a pretty long time as well. You very much have to pursue whatever career you want to have very diligently. The name of the band is Maracuja, and the concept behind it is to blend Afro-Cuban, Afro-Brazilian, and Latin American rhythms with funk and basically anything we can get our hands on. All right, how you guys doing? My name's Christian Mena. I'm just hanging out in LA on my day off before we start our big Rent opening. This is a guitar center. I'm gonna go in here and check out some instruments, maybe some congas. So let's go. We should do that conga thing. That was cool. Good idea. I brought you guys up to the drum shop because I want to talk about my favorite congas, which just happen to be LP, Latin percussion. I really love these congas, and I think I'd be a great spokesman for you. I play a lot of congas because our band is kind of Latin influenced, so we have a huge percussion section, and, you know, it's easy to start banging away on stuff. This is a song I wrote about a couple years ago. Actually, no, less than that, about a year ago. Got a tear that's hanging around, but it feels like a boy. No escape from under this crown. I never take it like a toy. Ought to use it like I would, generate new life. But till then, she takes the brunt, 'cause we got no choice. All right, so we had a good time at the Guitar Center. We're gonna take off to the House of Blues because we're starting to get hungry, and I want to check out the club. Hopefully I'm gonna play there, so let's go see what's up. How you doing? We finally made it to the House of Blues. Check it out. I'm right here on stage at the House of Blues. I never in a million years would have thought I was on stage at the House of Blues. Now, they're not paying me, although I did get a free soda. The dream is to just be able to exist while doing something that you love to do, you know? I mean, if I can live my life with a satisfactory standard of living and still be able to pursue my art, I think I'd be extremely happy.
You're living in America at the end of the millennium. You're living in America.
Teenagers love Rent. They love Rent because they can identify with the fact that people are looking at them like they're less.
Jonathan Larson incorporated in this play the interracial relationships, homosexuality, heterosexuality, homelessness, HIV, AIDS, drug addiction, happiness, sadness. It's the world that we live in. And within the 2.5 hours that you see this play, unless you've been living somewhere in a corner, you know, you see some aspect of your life somewhere in this play. You have to, because it's about what's going on today.
So it's nice to be able to see all these issues and to deal with them in a very matter-of-fact sort of way.
Inspiration, playing hooky, making something out of nothing. The need to express, to communicate, to going against the grain, going insane, going.
They each come from a different place, but what is powerful is that all these characters, none of them are victims.
The struggle never changes. It's always going to be there, no matter what inventions are made in this world, no matter how far we go into the next century. The struggle is timeless. It's always going to be there. Hopefully, HIV and AIDS will kind of totally disappear. It would be a wonderful thing, and it's on its way out, and that's a wonderful thing. But the struggle, the love, it's not going to go anywhere. That's timeless, definitely.
Every generation has had its own unique problems and rebellions, but our commonalities far outweigh our differences.
Love and tension, no pension, to more than one dimension, to starving for attention, hating convention, hating pretension, not to mention, of course, hating dear old mom and dad. on us for once instead of a them. La vie bohème.
Set amidst the lofts of New York's East Village, Rent struggles against invisible and sometimes deadly obstacles. It's hard to imagine anything even close to its equivalent in Southern California. But then we found St. Elmo Village. 25 years ago, Roderick Sykes and his uncle Roselle Sykes staked claim on a half block of St. Elmo Street and invited young artists of all types to join their community of creativity.
The struggle is basically the same around the world. I think the difference with St. Elmo Village and most art colonies, that we are not defined as separate from the community. This is an intricate part of the community. And here, even though you may be a writer, you also cut the grass, you take out the trash. You work with children, we build a pond. We really know that the kids are the masters anyway. So they inspire us, we provide a space so that we can learn.
While Rent speaks to a young generation, it also speaks through the young people who must confront life and the issues of today. Young people like the ones we found at St. Elmo.
By saying that either I'm heterosexual or I'm bi or I'm lesbian, I mean, I think that's something that I want to find out eventually.
Well, I feel like I'm one of the few amongst my friends, and I feel a lot of pressure to have sex, but I'm pretty determined to wait for the right person, and if that means marriage, then I'm going to wait till marriage.
I've heard girls that say, I don't want to have sex. And to me, that's fine, because...
Or I don't want to have sex with you.
No, I don't think anyone would say I don't think anyone would say that to me. I don't know about you, but I don't know they say that to me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the women are like, that's not what I'm into. I'm not into that at this time of my life. And, you know, I go about getting to know them.
AIDS is a big problem because it makes me and the people I know a lot more inhibited, and it's like sex becomes like this thing that you have to, I mean, you shouldn't just rush into it, but it's something that you have to prepare for. You have to think about, if I do this, you know, is it risky?
I personally I hate drugs. I've seen when I was growing up some people who got addicted to heroin, and so I've never been tempted, even though there is always a pressure, I think, around even today when you go to parties.
I've got stories to tell, have things I want to say, saying what I got to say, and keeping my integrity and my dignity and doing it, you know, and that's not selling out. And if people want to give me money for that, then that's good.
What kind of struggles that I go through in my life is just to find out who I want to be, what kind of person I am, and what I want to do with my life and how I want to affect the world, or if I want to do that at all.
And I think that's the problem for a lot of people in my generation, is that we don't know how to deal with our imperfections, and that we seek so much to be perfect.
You know, everything that you leave behind, it stays forever, you know. The material things may go, but I think you cannot erase the track that a life has left behind.
There's always hope. Tomorrow's a new day, and we have new people to fight. Not just these old problems, but the new problems.